Ready Sekejap
Game is going to go live.
We'll be ready 3, 2, 1 Tutup.
We're going to go to game. 3, 2, 1.
Bismillah, minggu 2.
Okay.
Test first.
Ambil 5. Hobi tu di atas macam biasa. Kau senang kau jaga atas hobi tu. Awal-awal.
This is like we're talking like 10 years ago now in terms of comps. That's how traditional is it. I'm really excited for this bot lane. I mean, if I could, I would watch this bot lane throughout the entirety of this game. I think that's all I would do. You know, I'm really excited.
Diorang nak tengok bawah sampai habis game. Gila.
Siapa?
Ada diorang. Kebanyakan diorang tengok bawah sampai habis game. Diorang suka tengok bawah.
Diorang selalu fight
Tak ah. Ni Jana dengan Soraka ni.
Hero healing.
Hero support. Support lawan support.
Tornado to knock someone up or use the ultimate to knock someone into his team. He will do that. Yeah, he will do that.
Kopi tu aku nak ni PAP tau.
You'll be able to get a lot of shields, even looking at dashes as well. You can see the early game trades actually working well so far for Team QUESO. It's a bit
Recall. Semua recall ke apa?
Okey, pergi mid 3.
Obviously, when you do start playing slightly off-meta champions, often you've not practiced against it for a while, so maybe it will catch you off guard. Yeah, you're going to be like, oh, it's Jana.
Pergi 5 balik.
You know, the unpredictability of those whirlwinds sometimes can catch you off guard. Already you can see the
Kalau dia guna apa nama?
but we should not discount the fact that Varus Varus is the meta AD carry right now in the game, so it's going to be tricky for him.
Hobi tu pergi dekat Wukong. 2 Hobi tu. Hobi tu live. Hobi tu live. Hobi tu. Okey, tekan Q. Hobi tu tekan Q. Hobi tu. Hobi one live. Lambat lah. Hobi tekan Q. Hobi tu. Aduh, lambat lah.
Aku stay bawah ya. Dia tengah fight ni. Ada harapan nak blood.
Kau buat apa tadi?
Ni. Tak. Tak usah kena.
Tadi kau cari apa? Aku panggil Q tak tekan.
Cari button tak jumpa.
Jenuh juga kau cari button tak jumpa.
But you know, when Joey was in this lineup in the WRC Season 1, he did play Vayne a few times. They did go for this double shield comp, and now they're doing the exact same. So you know this top side, you know, Veos, Andres, and Acolyte know how to play this. You know, their coach likes to play this, you know, put all the everything in one.
Tekan ni.
So fans out there that may obviously
Nak item.
This is a comp that takes a while to get going. This is not an early game comp. In actual fact, if they do well early game, it's magnificent for them. So they're expected to be trailing, which, as you can see at the moment,
tekan 2.
1,000 gold lead. Obviously, they lost out the first blood, but it's a dragon lane that's going to. I wouldn't say struggle because they're clearly not struggling early game, but it's going to take a while. Yeah, they're going to take a while for sure. I think that the dual lane is actually not going too bad.
Item, turun.
Mid lane priority is the key at the moment for both these teams. Towards the Skull Crab in the top side, you can see at the moment. I think the big thing as well is that because we've seen a lot of support from Roman, yes, you know,
Obi-Wan pergi 3.
yes, the Roman, you can still see that is what they are doing. Vayne is great in one versus one situations, whether it's down in one versus one.
Dia pisang ni sebab Soraka ada tu. Dia healing susah nak.
Doesn't like to have anyone there to back him up unless they
Awal dia sikit. Nanti.
so I think, you know, movement will be fine in this duel.
Itu radio itu tak ada.
Still they want 2-0. We only have that one kill. So they are quite strong up in the top side, but as you mentioned, you know, the later this game goes, the more comfortable I feel like Team QUESO will feel.
Itu kat atas.
Aku stay mid.
Potential was certainly a much longer game when we
pergi ni 4 jap.
5-1 down or something like that in the previous matchup with Riggs, but very much different game, much more concentrated. And as we pointed out, the the presence that we expect both these teams to
Tekan,
probably be
ni.
top four,
Ah.
barring anything absolutely crazy happening over the rest of the month. I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, Patch could come in, Meta could shift. Who knows what
Life.
could catch people off guard? But we expect, in general, it will be these two teams in there competing. The question is, where will they finish? What sort of placement will they have?
Obi-Wan life.
Games that you can have over a week.
Obi-Wan tekan
A
3.
good best of 3.
3
All's going to stack up there. So here we go, Stu. 10 seconds coming up.
Fight ni kalau dia dapat.
Obviously, we have the Herald
Dia sangkut dah,
Dragon
dia
spawning.
Fight.
Jenny Corruption goes down. That's going to lock him in a little bit longer. Does have himself the shield to try and get out.
Tiga
And
lawan
has
satu,
to
kan.
use
Tak
the
lepas.
flash.
Dua.
Or if that
Tekan
piercing
2.
arrow hits, well, it would have been a lot of damage and maybe the death avails. A few ultimates to keep a track of their
Ambil Obi tu life. Obi-Wan pergi ni Morgana. Obi-Wan pergi WWW. Aku nak VIP.
Give a lot of gold over to Mumu after this Baron.
Obi tu stay je.
I'm a bit surprised by this. I thought Team Queso maybe would have gone for the
Okay, pergi dia. Dua. No.
Dah.
give your team a lot of damage, and obviously they are scaling quite well, but instead they're not going to be able to get over to Dragon, and they will take this early Rift Herald. And maybe
Obi tu pergi bawah.
first tower of the game over to
Obi-Wan life. Stay 2. Obi-Wan.
Goes that way.
Baik, akak 2.
Someone has burnt, obviously with Veos burning.
Dia ada push bottom
Okay, Obi tu life.
They are not looking for that revive. I did wonder actually with, you know, the
Obi-Wan
fact that
stay mid.
you don't
Baik,
generally
dekat mid.
looking for that early.
Obi-Wan life.
Yeah, I'm just going to trade objectives for now, which, you know, even though they don't take the Dragon, I think
Obi tu naik atas.
trading objectives. I'm just going to use the Rift Herald yet. Just waiting for a little bit.
Obi tu life.
to do. Looks like there's a bit of an exchange.
Obi-Wan stay bawah.
Great one.
Aku ambil dia dia.
Just stops the attack dead. It can be like the perfect skill that can just obliterate you. Obviously, you also can have the out of the air as well. If he really wants to blow them away, stands. Which case of just building up the attack. Bubble on into
Obi-Wan pergi mid. 3.
Darren, you can see the chunk that it had on Sneaky there as well on that Renekton.
Stay Hera tu.
When it builds up.
Nampak.
The mid tower is actually going to be the priority for the Rift Herald this time around. So not focusing
Tekan
on-
2. Obi tu 2. Okay, tak apa. Stay. Tak apa. Biar.
Aku dah.
Obi-Wan.
That's going to be a lot of gold over to Mumu already, and that's the one player that we need to look at. If you're a Team Queso fan, the more gold that Fen gets, the happier you will become. And that means that you will get items a lot
Obi tu stay bawah. Item. Aku nak item.
Stick mid.
Nak item.
Go for the wits end as the second item. With no surprise because you got the AP.
Ngam.
Too much gain, too little time.
Apa dia borak eh?
See,
You got
Tak
kills
ada.
some more.
item
Itu.
goes now.
Oh.
Tekan 3.
Crazy Donnie's Garrett gaming, you know, comes in sometimes. I speak to Don a few
One
times.
time.
1. Satu. Tekan 1. Okay, tekan E.
Dah.
Then tomorrow you wake up to around 2 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, tutup item. Ajak, tutup item. Okay, aku nak buka VIP.
Aku stay.
VIP in. Okay, Obi tu live.
Tuesday, you can I know.
Tuesday,
Obi-Wan live.
Okay.
Go for movement. I want to go back to kind of what Stress
Dia
was
push
saying.
Obi-Wan nak item Renekton.
We normally see controlling
Ah.
those go to the mid lane and go for that wave control, but now you can see that movement is constantly playing in the side lane.
No, not me.
Aku pergi Shelly. Aku dah.
Dah, itu lah.
Dah ada still.
Tekan nombor 2. Tak payah, tekan nombor 1.
Sentak tak?
Cepat.
2, 3.
Yes, it does mean that you don't have, you know, that 2 versus 2 in the mid lane, but it means you can get more gold to movement. You can see they've already got both of the side towers. I'm very curious to see what the gold is actually at the moment.
Tekan tekan R sama-sama.
1, 2, 3.
Against floor, they do really don't want to go for this 2 versus 2 in the mid lane.
Item down.
I have to take notes for apa nama
Jangan pergi atas Obi-Wan.
the
Pergi tekan 2.
I have to think out content for them.
Tekan 1.
So I have to pay attention.
Oh, that's why you're writing the message to yourself.
Yeah, so that I can pass that message to
Okay, so
the
it is simply
video
a case of trying to keep the farm going, keep moving.
Tekan tu. WWW. Nak item Morgana?
13-14 game like we saw last time around, these two teams are very good.
Satu kill eh.
Think of recent form. You'd have thought that maybe
I don't know about Alex, but I have to.
here, but
Tekan E sama-sama.
Okay lah.
1, 2, 3.
You want lah. Or not you have to defend of people. Leave and then you say, have to use lah.
as a whole record
Ni strong ni. 1 kill je baru dapat.
Nathan nak push bottom ke?
Okey, kau stay bawah. Cepat tutup. Pergi bawah.
Then your next you
Done.
Next EU is next year.
Okey, thank you.
Oh, we can
Pergi atas sikit, busarkan.
Yeah, they're going to be going from
Okay.
as well. Veos trying to slow things down. You can see Vex has to flash out. In they go. They try and get the lockdown onto Doom. They don't
Pergi ni.
all sorts of trouble. He
Ikut tu. Okey, betul.
surely, yes, he will. The one little shot from Mumu
Give me.
does the job. It is only a 1-0
Tekan 4.
trade, despite all that shenanigans. But obviously, that's the difference.
Okey, tekan ni. W.
Andres does so well to pull that record
Bawah sikit.
away with Vix, makes it
Okey, tekan ni. R.
Free fire.
pop Vex, so he basically
I get decoy for one of the free
range at
fire.
all. Looks like it's a bit of a mid lane play, but this does mean that they are a little
Ada
bit
apa
late
tu?
to this dragon.
Dragon.
Pergi Dragon.
This dragon
Dah besarkan dia, besarkan.
back to back, he's got the win center completed now as well, so this is a very short
Yeah.
time. Could
Yeah, I
be
Bawah sikit.
So I think we'll go
Tekan Q.
Very mobile, get in there. They're actually trying to lock them out. That's going to just get pulled back and leashed away. Veos, oh, that's
That's a lot of
risky, but
damage.
manages to go in and catch 3 of them off guard there and sneaky down to, well, a third of the health already. They can't afford to get involved on this dragon. They're going to have to give it up in case it will take.
Yep, they'll take it. They were able to go back to base. They were able to buy the items in time, heal back up, and they were able to go straight towards this dragon. Very well played by Veos and his Karma, using the evolved version of the second ability, being able to chain it towards enemy champions as well. So he gets a double route into his ulti, being able to get his passive back up into that huge, massive first ability damage, and that means that they're too low. They can't step up and they can't take this down. And so far, so good for Team Queso. They'll take the 1,000 goal lead. And as I mentioned, late this game goes, the more scary Mumu's going to get. And even though that you're going to get tanky items for Don and for Sneaky, with the Vayne, you're going to be able to deal with the true damage with the bolts. So that means that you'll be in fine hands, I feel like, at the moment. I feel like Anti-Heal is the name of the game as well for Team Queso, as we... perfect timing to take a look at the items. Thank you very much, Observer. 2 anti-heal items at the moment for Team Queso. Oblivion Orb and Execution's Calling for Andres. Probably expecting to see the same for Floor as well as Acolyte. Because you need as much anti-heal as possible against the Soraka, because that's a big counter.
They're going for a team fight. Yeah. I'm not sure if they've realised that everybody is there, barring Acolyte. This is almost a 4v4 sort of building, and yeah, I think both teams realising they're posturing for it and went, a minute, whoa. There's nothing to be gained here for this fight. I think they both postured and realised the danger.
Khalil's still looking to hover around there.
Nak zoom Roger.
The green one.
the
Oh, yeah.
Santai
Obito pergi mid.
Yeah. There was 3.
Don't panic.
That one free fire.
Not going to work out. Cuts him off. And possible route coming in. Silenced. And you don't escape the Damacian Justice lockdown. The power of the silence from both the
Obito. Nebeh. Q.
Chaos. You know that the rest of the team's not there. You know that everyone's rotated already back towards the mid lane. So there's no need
Herald
to step
kami
up there. Step up into the
ternasional.
corruption range, and as you mentioned.
Tekan E.
more relax ke?
Nak item Garen?
Normal timing.
Another big item this game as well.
Item. Tak payah, item biasa kot.
Some more detailing.
Tak payah, item ni lah. Boleh.
Dia recall ni.
You prefer EU or AP?
Tak recall you.
Nanti Karma 3 sama. Cepat 3 terus.
1, 2, 3.
More relaxed.
Okey, tekan
Timing lah, I know.
2.
Sekali kita.
Sekali.
1, 2, 3.
AP you have to come. Yeah.
I think it just reduces the shield of the
Item plus.
not the actual
Oh, but
Obito pergi mid. Item close.
EU, you lose
Give me-
one day.
And as long as the shield is on there, then you
You lose
get
one day. My Monday will be.
Tekan E.
Serentak kata ya.
E tak payah, kau je.
Baik.
Kalau you nak pergi keluar dengan family semua on Monday.
This is the classic posturing that we saw.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on the PC side, it goes on for about 30 minutes.
Besar kan?
Thankfully, while
Dah, sini, tak apa.
Damacian
Dia dapat yang mampu tu. Okay. Q. Okay.
Baik, aku stay.
Okay.
Aku stay.
Jangan tengah spam. Okay, aku nak buka PAP. Tak payah.
Stay.
Aku nak stay. Begitu. Okay dah.
But again, I feel like it's
Pergi
another
tekan ni.
big effort.
Satu.
No need for Mumu to step up that far. You're stepping up that far. You know, you get silenced, you get ulted by Dodd, and obviously because you get hit by quantum,
Tekan
these shields that can be used to
nak item.
protect you is not going to be that strong. It's not going to be enough to protect you.
Ada replay tadi ke?
Garen Gaming just takes up all the damage.
Replay one pick je, you so you want. Tak dapat tu one pick. Tak ke tak? Sure.
Yang kat atas tadi tu. Sebab boring ni, tak ada apa-apa.
Bapak boring ni.
Itulah tu. Boringnya kalau tengok ni pun boring juga ni. Tak ada fight.
Boleh tak?
Boleh ah? Okey, 3, 2, 1. Okey. Boring. Tak ada apa-apa, boring. Lama gila dia nak fight.
Kill nombor 3.
Setakat 2 kill boleh lah, nampak lah kan. Alright. Okay. Close. Alright, tak ada fight. Okay, Obi-Wan.
Nak kat kita luar lah.
Okay, done. Okay, terus tak ada fight gini. Item. Boring. Itu.
Now I'm not really too sure. You know, I was feeling confident about this game on the side of Team QUESO because they played the early game so well. They were allowed Mumu to get a few items.
Dia nak pergi dragon. Ya, dia tengah cakap item. Besar kan?
As the next item. The next dragon is also up and available, and there's definitely going to be a little bit of a skirmish here. But keep your eyes on Mumu again. See where his position is. His position is so crucial.
So QUESO had to back away from that. They couldn't fight in that push.
Alah, Tigeran tak kuat tu. Tadi awal ni.
Q. In the end will actually get taken down, but it's the dragon they really want to try and posture over. And at the moment, it is QUESO looking in a healthy situation. You can see the rest of the formulation. They back away. They heal themselves up. The Soraka ulti popped off there. The whirlwind's coming through. Howling Gale is still available.
Dia nak pergi patah balik. Lepas tu dia reset. Lepas tu dia datang best tag. Lepas tak lepas. Tak lepas. Diorang ada GA. Diorang ada GA. Baru best. Q stay. Go. Very low tu. Q. Tu satu. Obi tu pergi atas. Obi tu kat dragon. Now. Obi tu dragon. Aku nak buka PAP.
Semua dapat triple kill ni.
Dan go lah. Masuklah. Dua lah.
Masuklah. Ya, kita menyawa tu. Kita kena ada shield.
Obi tu live. Obi-Wan tolong cover. Obi-Wan kecilkan sikit. Kecilkan sikit Obi-Wan.
We should take stock of what happened there because there was a lot going on.
Item.
Andre absolutely throughout that. There's no point in us on formulation.
Yeah, I don't think he did at all. And I think the big thing was that even though the poke was there, you were trying to do as much poke damage with
kill orang pun tadi dapat 2 ekor pun.
Soraka shield.
Pergi dengan dua.
Healing in the end, I should.
Besarkan.
The Soraka ulti came down before what happened. All the healing came down from the Soraka.
Ni main 30 minit ni.
Attacking up, but they're going in onto it.
Baca 25 minit dah paling max pun.
He's going to get caught out on his own, and that's going to be a dead Garen, and that may well be something needed there. Let's see what they can try and push in this one. The mid lane turret is very low. That would be the ideal.
Dapat. Okey ni. Satu ni 5.
Yeah, the initial engage was there from
item
from Andres, but you can see Andres could actually dive onto
item 5. Item orang 5. Jana.
You can't use any of the abilities. But yeah, go back to the previous team fight with the dragon before. The big thing at the moment is definitely the healing that's coming through from this Soraka. You need to make sure you focus down this Soraka before she can get.
T. Jangan cakap pasal T. Gerak tukar betul.
In the draft. Vayne doesn't do, Vayne does do a
Tengok support diorang tak mati lagi masalahnya.
quick burst damage with the
Diorang tak attack.
Yang
Soraka dengan Jana mana mati dua-dua tu.
able to just heal up over time as well. You can
Okay,
see
tekan.
completed already, probably completed stat,
Okay dah.
Star for Flowing Water. Also has Protected Chant as well, which is one of the new enchants.
Okay, aku item dah tutup ah.
When you use a Protected Chant, it means your next shielding or healing ability becomes enhanced, which means you can use Protected Chant.
Tekan dua.
And it's going to give your team a huge widespread heal.
I do worry
Tekan 5.
so about their engage now. The fact that Andre was just managed by Vex's Dark Shield, Dark Binding every single time he went.
3.
So there was no disruption on Formulation. Formulation just stepped back and said, okay, you're going to come at us. Okay, we're just going to deal with you. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to come back in. And the whole time, obviously, Quantum is completely safe. So immediately you've got an AD carry completely safe. There is the double silence wall effectively, and this tanky front line does feel
Obi tu pergi mid. Obi tu dah tutup lah tu. Habiskan dah tutup. Tak habiskan tutup tu. Obi tu tutup.
And what 20 minutes in, it's 4-3 turrets. You can see it is Elder time, and this is when we're going to get a real boogie.
Yeah, we need to make sure that, for Team QUESO, they need to try and, somehow get onto the backline. As you said, it's so difficult to try and get onto the backline. They need to try and get Mumu maybe onto this Soraka and try and do as much damage as possible. You can see there's a lot of poke damage, a lot of damage in general coming down. But Scope is able to heal up Dom straight away.
Big lack of vision. Exactly where Formulation
ambil
They can't afford to fight in and around this river area. So they have to be very careful. They've also got the vision, and you can see the forward wall placement around the blue.
Tekan
Outside of that, everything has been swept and cleared. There's not a great deal there, so they have no idea other than obviously the Scuttle Crab wall that's in there.
Okay, aku tutup item, tutup.
I don't think they've got time.
Feel like we're just going to
stay.
of a skirmish and a bit of a fight. I mean, that's probably going to be in
tekan ni Q E. Diorang hantam.
top lane inhibitor. So they need to move
Tekan.
quickly. If they don't, they're going to lose.
Stay.
But this is what I'm talking about. They've got no way in.
Yeah,
So they're
Stay, diorang fight ah.
they're trying to use Acolyte to get around the back. It's a real struggle to get
Keras
in there.
doh, masing-masing keras.
Sometimes already
Gila
having
lah.
been used, it does nothing. It's
Item diorang keras
ineffective.
gila
They
diorang
have to
semua.
try and pop
Tak
the Howling
mampus.
Gale to keep them alive, but they really
Aku
didn't
angkat minion.
have anything there.
Yap.
Don's there, the minions are taking down, as they say, that top lane inhibitor. This guy's just, there's no way they're getting back. That's a triple cannon, quad cannon minion stack there. And at the moment,
Thank you. Macam tu lah aku nak.
no way in.
This is the difficult part.
Tengok tu. Producer pun
through this front line, but the poke as well. Yeah, they're not letting you
Oh, but Sco's taking low. Andre goes.
Mati ni 2-0. Merah menang.
Back in there, trying to pop the wall down, but there's nowhere to go. The Elder
Merah comeback.
sit there, leash.
Dia ada healing. Soraka dia. Ada ubat dia. Renekton.
Macam Estes lah.
They've kept this dragon leading the entire time.
Wah, kira.
Down dragon. In goes one.
Bantai. Ui, sakitnya. Ui, nombor 4. Ui, luar gol. Stay. Habis dah.
Okay, so is it going to be an ace? Well,
Sangkut.
Sangkut.
Dia kejar ke, boy?
Tak lepas.
That wave
Dia
is
masih tahu
still
apa.
there. It is still stacked in the top. It's still pushing onto the Nexus now.
Pergi Obi tu ready.
Get to the game one for sure. This 20
Dia
Okay, stay mid. Don't end.
It's just going to be Floor
Okay.
trying to clear this wave by
Get ready,
There's another kind of minion wave coming in, super minions
GG.
coming in. It's going to be game.
Yeay, 2-0 ni.
Baru satu game kan?
Ni 2 game lah.
Baru satu.
Satu baru satu game. Sakit tu, lambat tu.
The question is this the halfway point, or is it going to go to 3 games? Obviously, QUESO would love to take it a little bit longer. Formulation themselves, if they were to 2-0 Team QUESO, this would be a statement match for them looking towards the league, obviously, in terms of mentality as well, to close out the first week.
Ambil 2. Ambil 3.
Baik, bos.
T. Patah balik 3.
Adjustments are that they would make. If you were the coach to sit there for QUESO and sit back and go, okay guys, it was close, we were
Obi dua live.
but this was lacking.
Obi-Wan bawah.
I think it's
Ambil
gonna be
5.
realizing
Obi-Wan.
and maybe respecting formulation in a way, because I felt like in the first game they were definitely over aggressive. I think the early game they can just say, okay, we can do the exact same in the early game. Use Tristana in the sideways. Use that explosive blast as well.
Pergi atas Obi-Wan. Pergi E.
So being able to take the towers very quickly, being able
Okay,
to
pergi bawah balik. Pat.
onto Tristana is going to be the same. But again, it's that mid game.
Obi-Tu tengah live tau.
Play maybe a little bit more passive because their picks that they've got.
Pergi 3.
Because Team Kaiser weren't able to respect it. I think that's definitely what
Dia first blood kat atas.
I'm excited.
Tak dapat.
Your name. I'm excited. I just want to sit back, relax, and just watch it.
Aku stay top dia.
I mean, I think
Si kat mid.
obviously
Tekan 2.
everybody's tried it.
Ya, say. Okay, tak apa. Betul lah. Kat itu, area tu.
Impressed with it so
ingat.
far. They do got to be careful because Andre was there. Gets out of the way. That was a quick flash. Yes, it was. Watching the Dark Winding Complex, which has been a problem. It's safe to say. I'm very interested to see how Andre with Java does deal with this because we know
Ambil 2.
Morgana jungle
Okay,
can
follow
be.
you.
So to see whether they're going to interrupt, and that's what they're doing. It seems they're trying to intimidate as much as they can.
The big thing was that Andres actually invaded the Raptors, and what you normally do with Morgana is you do red buff and Raptors at the exact same time, but because
Satu.
Andres stepped up and because he interrupted it, it means that Morgana couldn't
Q,
do
Q.
both the buffs at the same time. So you can see her clear is a little bit delayed. Going for the crowd now,
Pergi.
maybe going towards red buff means that Morgana is not going to get that level 5 as soon as what we saw 7 in the last series. So really well played by Andres. Obviously Jarvan is a very early game champion and has that flag and grab to potentially get that early advantage.
Okay.
But shutting down the early stage.
Itu live.
Ambil yang ni Oh,
Obi-Tu live tau. Obi-Wan datang kat Obi-Tu.
Rejoining, walk straight into in the
Bawah.
bush. So,
Ambil 4.
this time around.
Obi-Tu, Obi-Wan live. Obi-Tu naik atas. Obi-Tu pergi dekat Morgana ambil W.
I would say a passive lane, very much obviously with Sko not being there for a while, Quantum just playing it very safe.
Yeah, I feel like you can just use your first ability of range here for exposing for the invade.
Yeah, looking at Vex, yeah.
Take it away. Yeah, the bot lane, I think the QUESO is going to have a bit more priority in this bot side because you'll be able to, you have the range advantage, which I think is really big. Galio, obviously, as a support, has kind of fallen out the meta. It was very.
Obi-Wan nak pergi tekan Galio. Ambil T.
Since then, during the season, that he definitely fallen out of the meta. But I think this time around, you can use the Galio ultimate more defensive.
Item Galio. Galio.
Galio T
Galio.
It just shows again, we're going to be going for the same sort of drafts that are very different for formulation, but definitely around.
Okay. Tekan E. Obi-Wan naik atas. Obi-Tu naik atas. Tutup item.
Game slide away from him at the moment, though.
Mesti kat mid.
Boring lagi tau. Mama lambat. Biar tekan. Item 3.
Just joined us. We've already seen a very similar comp a moment ago. It went to I think 24 minutes in the end there.
Nanti tekan satu sama-sama lepas ni kejap.
Very long game, really. Expected to go pretty much.
Okay, tekan satu.
1, 2, 3.
Mistakes from the teams. Let's talk Dragons and Rift Heralds. Obviously, QUESO had the lion's share of the Rift
Tekan
Heralds.
4 sama-sama. Kejap. Jangan.
We expected to here, or are they going to focus?
Aku dah tutup item. Aku dah tutup item. Obi-Tu pergi bawah.
They don't really have any champions that are going to be stacking the armor, stacking the power, stacking the magic resist. So I'm maybe looking towards, first game I thought they were prioritising Infernal Dragon, but Team QUESO did really well.
Tekan 3. Now.
Focused towards Rift Herald. They were able to get a lot of towers and a lot of gold in the hands of Mumu in that early game. And I think they're probably going to try and do
Tekan W.
I think they want to try and avoid the team fight early on because Tristana wants to
Obi-Tu live.
scale, same thing as well. Yes, they do have that Jarvan ultimate, which can be very powerful in the early game.
Jarvan tekan nombor 2 Obi-Wan.
Around the bot side of the map, so maybe looking
Obi-Wan. Obi-Tu nak item Jarvan.
nothing's going to happen too much get the aggros, the dragon. They're not going to take it just yet.
Saya jawan.
Baik, aku stay.
Well, Andres is just hovering around the river.
Item tutup. Ambil ni atas. Satu.
Okay.
Still getting a lot of levels. Already has
Aku dah tu.
one level lead up onto Andres, which just shows the power of Morgana. And again, just farming away. Now Andres realizes like, okay, Vex.
Ambil ni.
Because he's falling a bit behind tempo.
Tak payah.
Oh.
Babun lah.
Let's have a quick look. There's no
Semua patah balik.
20 minutes, so
Tu lah.
everyone's gonna go back and
Atas
buy,
ikon,
and
bawah
then go
ikon.
and have a look in a moment. They've collected all their items, so
Memang semua macam tadi.
Placing.
Tekan 5.
what is a
Item 5.
game between these teams? Both obviously, I'm not going to say almost certainly will go through because it's still very much in the air. Obviously, we talked about QUESO and NASA. Obviously, they did take out NASA yesterday. What was it, in quick fashion, but it was a tight game.
Tekan 4 sama. Now.
1, 2, 3.
Oh ya. Betul.
1, 2, 4.
Without any
Item tutup.
requirements, any help.
Obito naik atas. Mid, jaga mid. Diorang nak dragon.
Aim shield.
Besarkan. Obi-Wan live.
AD carries the play. If
Pergi atas. Ada Cameli. Satu. Tekan satu.
actually, they're going to go for the dive.
Belakang.
The Galio ulti.
Galio push. Okay. Cun. Teh.
Very low.
Teh.
Not able to get out of here, it seems.
Tekan Q. Ni. Jap. Tekan T.
It's a double down on
Oi, apa? Atas tu siapa? W. Tak ada stay.
question is, can they get any
Atas tu tiba-tiba sibuk anjay. Jap, stay lagi.
3 for 0 already.
Okay, kecil kan?
Massive misplay from QUESO. Just
Betul, aku tak pasal yang atas tadi, dia backstep.
Sorry.
Tak apa.
Talk about Don Intim, but Don hits a huge
Item semua.
on the side of
Dari
Team
kau dah
QUESO.
semua.
That means they're all together, and then you can see the piercing arrow straight off.
Jangan ambil ni
as well.
Okay, ada.
By Don,
Ada.
you know, being able to use the third ability, he was all the way back at bot lane.
Dekat
He went
Arrow.
over the ball with his third ability, got an insane flank with his ulti. Was able to knock out multiple members. A great by formulation, and they will take this early game lead. They'll be able to take the first dragon. The first one does go over to Andres though. I don't think he's going to use it in that top lane. I think he's going to try and wait for maybe Boomer to get the bot lane tower.
Tekan ni. Q.
Korang tolak bottom ke?
Okay. Tekan ni. 5.
Dah.
Formulation, that's what they were looking for. That quick team fight. There is
Tekan W.
equalizer with the first turret of the game going down.
E.
Working towards, expect them to switch it up and probably start working at Baron lane in a moment. Speaking of the Baron lane, you can see a bit of pressure coming in here. Full formulation, perhaps reading into this one. It's a 4v2 at the moment. They know that Andre is there. He's just giving himself away. So they realise it's not bother diving this one.
T.
Mid focus instead.
Yeah, looks like they want to focus towards this mid lane. Maybe try and get some.
Hilang
Big
suara dia.
drop though. We're past that 7-minute
Yeah.
mark, 6-minute mark. That means that there's no tower platings left on the side of.
Victory dia.
Get with this rift herald. So a little bit.
Tak ada. Itu live.
Time for the rift herald. What we see at the moment with the current meta, you normally take the rift herald. You normally use it straight away to be able to get the tower platings, funnel that gold into.
Obi-Wan.
It's one of your solo lanes or your bot lane. But this time they just wait for it. They
Obi-Wan.
try to look for another tower.
Felt like a little miscommunication.
Obi-Wan
there.
left.
Okay, so they suddenly picked the bot lane and we're like, hang on guys, Sneaky's down here, nobody's defending it.
Dua.
We thought Acolyte was possibly going there, but he didn't go there. Is Veos going to go there?
Ambil
Veos
4.
stayed in mid, so suddenly there's a lot of time lost.
Okay, kali ni betul. Besarkan.
They're not going to get a gank, and in fact, they're actually
Oh,
going to
ambil kau ulti dia.
How are Gale trying to force them away with the flash?
Jana ada ulti macam tu lah. Tolak
Vex comes in, gets a quick
Itu je. Bukan effect nama tolak pun. Just tolak. Play pergi jauh. Jangan dekat dengan dia punya partner tu je. Kecil kan? Obito live.
And if I do get that mid turret off it, and they're actually getting a decent amount off this mid turret, top turret as well. Don's realised
Obi-Wan tekan
he can win.
Obi-Wan live.
Just like that, 3 turrets gone.
Yep.
Obito item.
Not too much fun. A gold funnel into Mumu, but 3 towers to 0, and that basically makes the gold lead completely even. Mountain Dragon and the kill.
Okay, tekan 5.
The towers means that they can open up the map a little bit more now. They
Tekan W.
on the pressure on formulation. As you mentioned, you know, there was really good play by team.
Tekan 1.
Them all down to the bot lane. Great ulti from Flora and the General and the tornado afterwards. Flash was
Item turun.
to live. which means that they were able to get back to mid lane
Tekan 5.
tower, Herald in the top lane tower because of Acolyte's pressure. We saw the items very briefly there, but Quantum has actually already completed his Serpent's Fang, so all that shielding from Karma and Janna is not going to be as
Lah, tekan W.
as before. Already has a Manamune completely stacked as well to mirror mana. So
Tekan E.
strong spot at the moment, and I think that's one play we have to look at, which did a lot
Obito
of
live.
last game because
Beri
it
call
wasn't really
Obi-Wan pergi 3. 3 now. Obi-Wan live.
Okay.
Babun lah semua recall.
Tu lah. Hai.
Masalah aku bila satu recall, semua recall masalah.
Aku tak tahu nak ke sana. Jadi call juga.
Histu lah tu.
Mungkin dia datang mid.
Still flat battle, but still no tourist. And I've got to be honest, they've not done a great deal either. You can see half health on the top, half
W.
mid one almost untouched.
Okay, tukar balik T.
In terms of formulation,
Obito naik atas.
still going to be in this stage, just like they were in game
Obito
one. They have
live.
to wait till they become this roaming ball, effectively, of all 5 players.
Obi-Wan ready dekat. Okay, Obito ada.
Phase is just simply a delay
Aku
tactic.
stay mid lah, aku stay mid.
Obi-Wan live. Tak payah. Obi-Wan ada. Obito pergi jaga mana-mana bawah.
towers taken. It's very hard to take them tier 2 towers unless you group up as 5 members.
Q.
In case we're able to take the early
Silap. Tak apa. Biar.
And they actually got caught out themselves, so I'm interested to see if they've actually changed now. If
Stay
they adapted to the previous game.
Sebab dia nak fight. Tak fight kot.
Riftol looks to be taken, and it's going to be taken away. That means they can maybe look to try and break a tier 2 tower. No fight's going to happen either. 10 seconds until this Drake though as well.
Sakit dorang ni masalahnya.
QUESO can maybe look at using the Drake as a distraction.
Nak item?
Take that tier 2 tower with Riftol.
Alah, dah gerak. Tak jadi. Bapak dia panggil. Bapak nice.
Gets himself the showstopper down and just pulls Mumu out of the
Gila, itu boleh instant replay nanti. Ya.
Huge play from Sneaky there, double face breaker being will easily catch out Mumu there. The dot binding on top of that as well from Vex.
They're not done.
He is basically dead.
They're chasing Fleur down. Oh, no,
I think he should be okay. Yeah, he should be completely fine. But big win for Formulation again. Huge play for Sneaky, and we talked about how strong the Baron lane, what Baron laners we have in the EMEA region with like Random and Random, Acolyte, Patterson, all these players. But Sneaky's definitely stepped up a lot since he's joined this Formulation roster.
Yeah, he's, well, I mean, obviously performing right now. That whole play was built off that one move he gave him the Dragon. Didn't give him any damage really on that mid turret, but it's the Infernal stacked with a Mountain. 2 arguably of the best Drakes you can have, but yeah, what a play. It's quick across, and I mean, you're not getting away from that.
No
you
way.
Shield all you like, but that ain't happening.
No black shield or anything to protect you. If there was a black shield maybe on the side of Team QUESO, they were able to maybe stop the showstopper and stop this crowd control. But when you're caught, when you're going to get ulted,
Ambil. Mana-mana je lah. Tak apa-apa pun.
take a look at the items now. There is 3 items on this Tristana. Actually, that's the most gold in the game at the moment. So even with that death, Mumu is looking very strong. As Stress said during the draft as well, the Veil enchant is actually on the side of Floor. So maybe realizing that there's a lot of crowd control on the side of Formulation, meaning that they're able to use that.
Tutup item.
Other than that, nothing else too
Tutup
crazy
item.
really.
Tutup item.
On the side of
Obito live.
Formulation, double meteor actually for Team QUESO.
Dua attack macam tak ada damage je, siut.
With the Camille ulti,
Wah.
and maybe the Jarvan
Wah,
ulti.
tolak. Lepas tu,
Vex is coming in. Realizing this is a fight. I don't think he can win at the moment. He's may well be equal on level, but certainly in terms of skill, it seems that Sneaky had the better of him. He had the support as well. Andre, oh no, this is a leash you don't want, son. He's got that GA already on, but I'm not too sure they want to fight over this. I've got to be honest, this is a risky play. Did he manage to steal it? No, he didn't. No, but he gets bind up, and that GA is wasted. Is he going to be on flag and drag away? No, gets locked up.
And again,
okay, tekan satu.
There is a re-engage.
Okay, tekan 4.
Get the one, so they get to go down, but I mean,
alright, pergi satu. Oh, 2-1 dah ni.
If you're just going to lose that, okay, they have to get this mid turret. Now, if they can get this off the back of it, then that's worth. I would say yes, okay. So they get an objective off it, which is definitely a worthy objective. But at the time, fighting over the blue like that,
rapat kan? Ambil 5. Okay, rapat kan?
Again, over-aggressive from Team QUESO.
Obi-Wan.
We saw it in the last game in the top side of the map again through the jungle, and you're just not respecting this pick potential that Formulation have. If you're not finding hits, and you've got shows on top top of that, everything else.
Semua
That means
Gila,
they're
jangan
able to
gelabah.
take down
Gila.
not only Java, but I think the important thing is you mentioned is that Guardian is on such a long cooldown, and it's a very expensive item as well. So you're investing a lot of money into an item to be able to resurrect when you jump into the backline as Jarvan. But now you don't have that. That means that when you jump into the backline, you can just basically get one shot. And Jarvan's not going to save you. So not only the kill, but also Guardian is going down for Andres. Yes, they do get the mid lane tier 2 tower, but again, I'm getting a little bit of deja vu from the last game.
Oh, it's huge! Go again. They catch hold of Fluid trying to get away from this one, but he's not the real target. You can see he tries to bust the shot away and jump out of there. Mumu is safe for now. Veos gets focused in. In he goes again, and I tell you what, Don is starting to put on a bit of a show here.
Ambil satu.
Oh, it's not done yet. They're going to go around the back side. This time it's going to be Andre that tries to turn it in. Acolyte getting around the back side.
Keras-keras tu
Veos
masing-masing.
gets away with literally nothing.
Dapat lah. Itulah mana dia dapat.
And in the end, Don will get the kill on Veos.
Don's no coward this game. He's going in 1 versus 3, being able to play, make.
Using the ulti to be aggressive as well.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing. He actually did a really smart play in the top side.
Ambil.
Used both the bushes, used his third ability to get from one side of the bush to the other, and being able to use his ultimate, the double knockup, and then the Galio ulti on top of that was really, really smart.
Item mana siapa banyak kill? Now.
Begitu. Over the wall, take down Veos as well, and you can see that. You know, Don, his Irelia.
Tekan. Yone. Now.
But he loves Irelia. He loves Yasuo, 2 of his strong champions. So, you know, with Yone being a very similar champion in terms of play style, no surprise that he's picking this up. He already has dragons completed as well. He has 100% crit chance now. Yeah, you can't. I mean, Don is very, very strong in the side lane. I think he's dead.
I don't realise. Yeah, Acolyte has to realise he can't take this fight.
Oh, tak dapat. Tekan TT sama-sama. Tekan. No. TT.
Catch him out, but I mean, Acolyte got away, but I think he's realised just with that fight there, it's like this is not a split lane anymore possibility, which maybe starts to limit the utility that they have.
Tekan 2 sama-sama.
1, 2, 3.
3 items now, Don on Yone. Has 100% crit chance now, even though he only has 2 crit items. He doesn't have 100% crit because of the passive. Important thing though, Guardian Angel is up again.
Okay, besarkan.
So maybe Team QUESO can look for a fight, but I don't feel like they're actually
Okay, dah tutup.
not only strong enough, but also confident enough to actually go for a fight, considering how the last one's gone. They have to go for this dragon though. 3 dragons for formulation is key in this fight. They need to make sure they try and take this objective. It's a smite fight.
It's going to go in the end. The smite fight comes through and it's
Vex got it
away. Oh, Vex,
Alah.
of course, but they're going to
Kambing
turn
teruk, bai.
very low at the moment.
Double
Sneaky's
kill,
gonna
bai.
focus on, will get taken down. The double kill comes in.
Tekan ni.
Mumu picks up 1, 2. You should be able to get Don down. Don moves to obviously get his rewind straight out of there.
Dah. Kecil kan.
While they got the 2 kills, they didn't get the dragon.
There is one thing in recent time that you cannot do
Okay, Obi
against
tu
formulation, and start off
biar
with
kau.
Vex.
Obi anak hitam.
When Vex is around. Vex has been
Obi
so
tu.
clutch on these smite fights ever since
Jom.
the off-season started, ever since he's come back.
Tekan
Andres
4.
was smite.
He was the smiting,
He was the
Right.
one in WRC season 1 who was taking away smite after smite after smite, taking away
Besarkan.
objective after objective. But now it's Vex, now it's formulation. They're always clutch with these smite fights. And actually Team QUESO look to try and take the Baron down here. There is 5 seconds left on the Baron laner and the support. Will Vex do it again?
Well, at the moment, he might be able to. He's going to come out of this in a moment. You can see they're taking
Oh,
pretty
he's
low.
still-
Mumu, oh, the piercing arrow comes through and he has to flash away. Ooh,
So close.
Baron buff timing boleh guna kan?
The wall there wasn't able. Vex wasn't able to get over the wall to try and still Don actually going in. He's a
Aku try tekan lah.
I mean, he knew they were all
Betul
low,
tak?
that's the thing.
Tadi.
But, that's, yeah, a little too aggressive perhaps, but okay.
Bukan kecil kan?
Alright, this is QUESO's chance, so they have to take top
So chicken?
opportunity and really try and push the game.
Satu kali je.
The problem with the
Item.
QUESO have though at the moment
Item.
is that you have 3 dragons now over to
Yeah.
formulation. So you know,
It's
Mountain
almost
Dragon.
equal.
Yeah, I mean Mountain Dragon. I mean I would say the 3 dragons is more powerful at the moment than Baron because we're only looking at the first Baron at the moment, which yes it gives you some bonus stats, but the triple stats that you get from Dragon is so strong. You know,
Okay, around the
Mountain
back.
T.
Infernal Dragon with the damage and Ocean
Kau
Dragon.
tekan T bukan E.
Oh,
Vex was looking to come around and start a dark bind. You can see
Now the
Sko was
trick's up.
ready. This is a tricky position now. Don't forget, Acolyte is continuing to shove that top lane in as well. So the double Baron buff minions, both in the top and the mid at the moment, which is obviously something the formulation have to
Item close.
respect.
Besarkan.
As much as you Obviously, are buffed up. There goes the tier 2 turret.
Usahakan.
Shoving this through. Bot wave is not in their favour though, so maybe someone should have had a quick swing by that and just give them the buff on the way. But huge wave to finish through. You get triple cannon buffed up minions. It's pretty big. They're going to have to try and focus on this one. Is he going to buy the time in the mid?
He's gone.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. And then the winter has gone as well. So it's actually paid off there. You can see the double minion buff coming in.
Not yet.
That has worked out well. That's given them a bit of a gold swing as well. In terms of, 3,000 gold differential. It's not a great swing there. Don goes aggressive once again.
I think Team QUESO played this very, very well. I think they've realised that maybe they can really take the team fight because they got, Triple Dragon. Yes, Baron gives you the edge.
Aku work kat BNP.
The rest of Team QUESO is still here.
Yeah, missed this flag and drag there.
Actually, they're just taking the
for the Elder. Yeah, so if they can delay long enough, you can see they're trying to get in. It does manage to get a nice line there. Formulation, this is not ideal for them. They've peeled off the Elder already. Next to try and finish it off. This Andre is hanging around.
Susah kan. Cepat naik atas. Ikut. Tekan Q.
Target. Andre is very low at the moment. He tries to keep them at bay. You can see Fleur does manage to heal them all off there. Acolyte gets around. Acolyte's going to burn to the Ignite, I think. Yes, he goes down. Movement gets around the side. Absolutely
okay, tekan 3.
out once again. And in the end, it's a 2-for-1 battle. Very tight blocks. Burn throughout that one, but importantly, Vex is down. There is no smite available for Formulation, but Don has the damage. Can he come in and surprise them? No, he can't. He has to back away. And this is surely the Elder Dragon now going the way of QUESO. Oh my god, it's balanced on the edge.
Okay. Isteri repair dia tadi. Ada Alright, 3, 2, 1. Right.
They just use the menu ways. They use Tristan to her strengths as you take a look back at this replay. You can see, I think the main key target is obviously Mumu. They got a great use his second ability early. But look at Vex. Vex tried to go in and try to do enough damage. But unfortunately, you can't do anything. You land a binding onto Mumu, but all the shields are enough. You don't have the AP item that reduces the shielding. It's only Quantum that has that. Mumu jumps in.
Alright, Obi-Wan
Buster shot as well.
live.
Gets the resets.
Okay,
then
done.
able to get 2 kills.
Obi-Wan tekan 3.
I think it was Sneaky was on.
Nak item?
Came out. He turned on the grump and got the lifesteal off it. And quickly, obviously, had the Howling Gale as well. Quickly got the lifesteal off it as quick as he could. And
5 items now.
Get himself back in there. So, okay. I mean, this is still wide open. It's 900 gold between the two teams. Obviously, the Baron buff is now worn off. Yes, in terms of bases, well, Formulation is very much wide open. Lost.
Atas jana 3 Tristana.
It is a very, very tight
Okay.
fight. You can see this bottom turret.
Nanti.
You can see already got the eyes on that one.
Item down.
Turret gone.
Usahakan.
So they continue to do this. This is
Pada
why
atas,
we
tekan
thought
4.
in the old days, League of Legends by the numbers. You know, Wild Rift by the numbers. You just do what you do. You take your towers down one by one. You work it in. Get this final one down. Get the double super minion.
GG. Nak habis game ni.
Win the game. What happens as they try and go through? That's going to be Sneaky picked off already. They're going to lock down Sko. Sko can't do anything about this. Tries to get the slam down. You can see the Howling Gale just all the hell. Blows them backwards. Acolyte is very low, but it doesn't matter. Mumi's the man that needs to protect him there. Don has got the Guardian Angels up there, but they have no minion wave to back this up. They can't get an objective from it. There are super minions pouring on the top there they have to protect.
Yeah, I think the big thing is though is that Formulation
Ambil Obi tu live. Kecilkan lagi Obi-Wan. Kecil sikit je. Okay dah.
I don't know what really Formulation were thinking, to be honest with you. You know, when there's an Elder Dragon with that
Obi-Wan ambil E.
drop below 20% or 10% health, I can't remember the exact number, but that's a big thing.
Obi tu Obi-Wan bagi ni 4 Obi tu item 4.
Dragons, which is normally a win condition, they're able to take the Baron, pretty much sneak the Baron when they won that team fight, even though the Formulation got all 3 dragons. You can see at the moment Mumu 5 items to his name: Storm Razor, Infinity Edge, Static Shift, Mortal Reminder, Bloodthirster, and you mentioned about the healing. It's all that healing from the Bloodthirster.
Tekan 3 sama-sama.
1, 2, 3.
Keep an eye on the Mumu. They're going to try and look to take this second Baron, which every single Baron you take, as the time goes on, Baron gets stronger and stronger.
Turn down.
More stats, and I think because
Tekan 1. Item down tutup lah.
so, you know, go into the Baron.
Dengan top gaduh.
Ya. Obi tu pergi dekat Baron. Obi tu pergi Baron. Baron. Okay, Obi tu live.
Now, can they try and
Besarkan Obito.
Well, they have a lot of damage with movement. He can just plug
Vex
himself
do it?
Okay dah, jom. Obi-Wan datang.
That's what
Oh,
they've
he's
got
gonna go
to
in.
Coming.
peel off. So now can they peel it off? They get the smite bite. Andre comes out on top. This time it's possibly the key one, but it doesn't matter because they've already taken Veos down. They have to peel from his bite. But look at the damage coming out from Mumu. Mumu gets one down, just get caught out the side there. The rest of his team going, he's jumping in. He's going straight for it. The Howling Gale comes in and he's just
Mumu tu padu sakit gila. Stay 4 je. Stay 4.
1, 2, 3, go down. Don's
Stay
gonna
back.
get away, but the damage from Mumu is enormous as he goes leaping in and
Stay back.
chasing him.
But the power that is in this Tristana absolutely decimated Formulation. We're going to have a game 3.
Our game 3 between Formulation and Team QUESO. Can't think of a better way to end this series. And Team QUESO, they went for the same similar draft as game number 1. Didn't work in game number 1 because the mid game was a little bit sloppy, but this time around, taking that Baron, taking the early inhibitors, using the Elder Dragon and winning that team fight.
So here we go. I believe you both had this down as...
Ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Tuh.
Okay, going to game.
Sama. Ambil stay. Ambil Soraka lah. TT. Habis, Giren. Tak apa.
In terms of lanes, they've kind of won out every single lane, every game so far.
And Jinx is another champion that can take towers very, very quickly. What did Team QUESO do really well in the first 2 games? They can take towers. A few interesting things at the start of this game, just to quickly note. Sneaky is actually gone for Ghost and Barrier in the Baron lane, which is something that I've not seen during the season at the moment on Gwen. You normally see Ghost Flash or even Ghost Ignite play a little bit more aggressive, so maybe worried that he cannot win the trade early on. Sko actually roamed up into the Baron lane, and it's Kraken Slayer for Jinx, and that means that maybe going for a little bit more early game pressure with this Jinx, because normally you go lethal tempo to get the extra attack speed, but Kraken Slayer shouts to me that they want to try and take early game trades
Pergi bawah.
with this
5.
aggressive, because if Jinx can auto attack 3 times on enemy champions, it means that he'll get that extra burst of true damage. So you can see they're already playing very, very aggressive, already level 2 as well. Very, very interesting route choice for Mumu. I think that lethal tempo still scales better and it still gives you a lot more attack speed, which is what Jinx wants to try and get takedowns. But Kraken Slayer is a very, very interesting option. But you can see that they're playing very, very aggressive with the trades early on.
So if you've just joined us,
Kau stay bawah. Kau udah jauh itu je.
Baik.
Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be yet another long one. These teams got to do sort of allude to that way. Obviously, very much protection gongs. Almost working a counter towards it. Obviously, this time around though, different top lane, an interesting top lane I feel, or Baron lane.
Macam nak boleh sebelah ni.
It's going to be forever ingrained in my head as we see on
Pergi tekan 3.
Baron Dragon lane. That's something I want to keep my eye on because he's being followed at the moment and got to be careful. He's gone back in and the flag and drag onto Quantum there. Just bring the whole team around. Veos decides to join the party. He's going to slow things down and then Vex carries on fighting.
Andres is doing the exact same thing as what he did in game number 2. Game number 2 is using the Jarvan to play aggressive towards that top side, being able to stop the jungle, double jungle for Vex, which get level 5 as soon as possible. That's the exact same in the bot side as well. This time he had backup, and with Quantum not having flash, it was very, very scary for Quantum, especially when Andres...
Datang bawah 5.
But this time Vex is moving down into the bot lane, and with this immobile Jinx, has to use a flash straight away.
Yep. So Summoner Burn. That's really what's going to be the main pressure of Mumu. If Mumu doesn't have that Summoner available, it's going to have to play it way more cautious, I think. You can hear the choppers go in there, but you know, you have to be so precise with those. Most players will be able to find an angle around it. Obviously, we have the Howling Gales coming through, but that's all well and good.
Tekan 2.
The Dark Shield does exist, and it's going to be able to chop them out there. The Black Shield doing its job. Nice landing there with the binding. And
Tekan 5.
get himself into the tri-push. They've pushed very deep on this one to get the plates down.
Yeah, they're going to try and get the tower platings. They've got 2 tower platings in the bot lane. So that'll be a win for Team QUESO for now. Gets a little bit of a gold lead as well, about 1,000 gold lead.
Pushing.
But Don is down here as
Apa
well.
sebelah?
There's a bit of fiesta
Tak.
on that side.
Tempat.
Yeah, he's got no flash, remember? Cataclysm comes through. That's Andre just using it almost to protect them. Has the flash out as well. So someone has burned left, right, and centre at the moment. Ignite was also burned and Don also got that flash down. Vex's flash was used, but nothing came from it. Still no first blood.
Item.
But a bit of an impressive performance overall.
Yeah, Don tried to flash in there, I think, to try and kill off Mumu. Wasn't able to because the exhaust did come down from Mumu. So
Tekan 5. Okay, sini. Tekan 4. Gini.
trying to make a bit of a play. Unfortunately, couldn't. Storm Razor already completed. You can see that this Kraken Slayer gives you the early pressure that you need with Jinx in this bot lane to be able to trade effectively against Quantum, against this Varus. And it means that he's able to get a Storm Razor. They got the 3 early platings in the bot lane as well.
Empat.
That's a big advantage for this Jinx, which, as we mentioned, the drop might struggle a little bit in this laning phase, but with this root choice and with the health that he also got in the bot lane as well from both Chaos and
Stay bawah ni.
Habis tu Vegeta tu. Okay. Habis tu left.
Still, everybody waiting for their summoners to come back up from that initial engagement. Play Snip going very aggressive here. Actually, Snip in the wrong direction. I just noticed there, maybe slightly missing it. Acolyte just stepping out, but he's going to be punished. It seems.
Everyone
stronger
pergi
range,
2.
This time, I should say, for Acolyte.
They're going to win out early on, always silence Phil.
Lambatnya. Dia play dia sakit tu. Hole. Betul-betul padu ni team ni. Bukan grand final lagi dah padu.
Yeah. Dua-dua perform.
Maybe go for
Perform.
another smite fight. Andres won the big
Bukan.
one in the last game, and Vex is taken very, very low. Actually, the ulti as well from Veos actually does.
Don's having to tank out that dragon.
Semua kat sini dah,
A
semua
couple
kat
of times the rocket comes through from Mumu again. Still no summoners. Summoners coming up. So Mumu has a bit of freedom there, but there's the silence that we were talking about, locking them down, and there's not a great deal it can do. Acolyte tries to get in around the side there, and unable to pick it up. And of course, the Inferno does go across the formulation as well.
Itu dia play dia.
1-for-1 trade overall. Don did go down. He did play a little bit too aggressive, but sneaky
Right.
on this Gwen. I was
So
talking
we play
about drop,
3.
being able to
Sekejap,
play that
bottom
line,
tu buat apa?
being completely immune to
Okay,
any sort of
triple
control.
3,
Any auto
2,
attacks allowed him to just
1.
snip his way through the front line, take down Andres before he was even able to smite him. You can see, looking back at this replay, look, watch Sneaky dash forward here. You can see, as an AoE damage around him, and that means that Mumu
Okay,
can't
Obi-Wan
auto
left.
attack, doesn't do any damage.
Obi-Wan
He's
left.
just playing the front line. He's just zoning the rest of the
Obi-Wan
team
left.
so away. Takes down Andres. He's not going to be able to take the dragon. As
Obi-Wan
first
bagi
dragon
3.
down to
Obi-Wan bagi 3.
the Infernal dragon as well. And
Tak ada, pergi bawah balik.
pieces
Ke
also
4.
got
No.
formulation. Even though they are down the goal, they do take that.
Buka item habis tu.
And I would say.
Pergi 2.
Dua.
Tekan 2.
Andre's going to get around onto Sko. Sko's going to be made the focus.
Apa ada
target.
flash
Forces
macam tu?
the
Ada flash macam tu
Going
awalnya.
to get poked out. They give the kill across the Mumu as well.
Oh, dapat.
He's allowed to get the second kill as well, and that is very important. That tower also very low. They may be able to now.
Pergi tekan ni. 4. Dapat lah.
Exactly what Team Queso needed. And again, Andres is down towards this bot side over and over again. This is 3 times now that Andres has been down towards his bot side. Greg Harold's up in the top lane now. They're going to look for try and get a counter turret. They are going to get.
Hera bila masa dia dapat? Tak siapa bagi tahu Hera pun?
Most importantly, Team Queso, they get 2 kills on the Jinx,
Ha.
and they give him the first
Wah, kau ada
goal
recall ni?
of the game.
Tak, Hera macam mana boleh dapat?
14 kills.
Yeah, they needed that. That's what I was talking about. The Inferno Drakes, you know, from Formulation's point of view, if you look towards the first 2 games of
Hera tadi memang perasan dia recall ni.
Ha?
they almost certainly will
Nampak dia
lose
recall.
these towers. And you can
Macam mana?
already see
Tak ada siapa bagi tahu yang dia nak bunuh yang
Janna combo
Hera.
making its way to the Baron lane right now.
Yeah, they're going to try and take this top lane tower as well. And it's actually
Ha.
very well. It's already down to.
Macam mana binatang tu ada dekat atas tadi? Pecahkan tower.
This Baron lane, and just basically
Pasal dulu.
at the side of this bot lane,
Tekan 5.
basically acting as like that protection
Item.
around them. So if anyone does try and gank this Jinx Janna, then he is always there to protect them. As you can see, thumbs up from floor. Playing his classic pocket pick in the Janna is going to be able to take their second tower of the game. And Jinx
Tekan 2.
already has that gold lead, nearly, you know, about
3,000.
2,000 gold already for this Jinx. And that's going to go
That's a very aggressive Cataclysm on the turret. He's going to tank out that turret. I don't think he can survive that, no. Takes about 3 tower hits in the end there. That's going to cost him his health, but it should be the mid lane turret going down. Quantum was picked off. There we go. Can they get the
GG game
long
ni.
flex? Yes, they can. They will finish long flex
Resets.
off. In comes 1, the spin to win. Is it not quite enough? I don't think so.
GG.
Don.
Aku rasa Don nak habis ni.
Stop here. He does. He gets
Tekan 4.
and that's a 3-for-1 and the mid turret. 4-for-1, sorry, in the end there. And they're going to get the tier 2 turret as well. A massive, massive win for QUESO there.
And this is what
Nah, item
about,
jing.
you know, the early game for Team QUESO being able to take the first
Item
three
pat.
towers in
Pat.
the first 2 games. This
Because
time
that way.
around, they take
Yeah,
all 3
that-
towers
yeah.
in the outer lanes. They were able to take that mid lane tower. They're able to win the team fight on top of that. And it's the Jinx damage in this backline. It's the resets as well. Infinity Edge already completed and a big item actually. It's not the Storm Razor. It's not the Infinity Edge. It's the Executioner's Calling. Being able to reduce the healing of Soraka is going to be absolutely huge this game. So not into it in the early game. Wait until
Tekan
they get 2
T.
items.
Sama-sama.
But this is
Satu,
where I
dua,
feel
tiga,
like maybe
tekan.
the attack speed might lack a little bit for Jinx because this is a standard build for Jinx, but you don't have the lethal tempo. You don't have the stack and attack speed that you get. You have Kraken Slayer, which yes does a huge bunch of burst damage, but I feel like that scaling attack speed that you get every single time you auto attack.
Tekan 3 sama-sama.
1, 2, 3.
You know, with the gold that he has already, with the items that he has, he's already in a huge lead.
And that's what I was going to say. Well, obviously we were questioning.
Tekan 2. Now. Dua-dua, serentak.
But the fact is, this is
Lambat lah.
already a fed Jinx. It's a 4-0-3 Jinx in 100% kill
Boleh tutup lah.
participation, involved in everything, and absolutely sped to the nines right now. Formulation though, they're on the rampage, they're on the hunt. Let's see what they can go. Obviously, it's going to be Don constantly tries to lead the charge on that Garen and be as tanky as he can. But I got to be honest, I think that tankiness may well get mitigated quite quickly if Mumu gets on him. There's not going to be a great deal there. The split push continues. Acolyte working away on that top turret. That's the mobility. That's why he goes with the Camille as soon as Sneaky goes back. Thank you very much. I'm gone in lane.
Yep, and they're doing the exact same thing as what they did in the first 2 games. They got the early goal lead, and now they're pressuring up towards this Baron lane. But with the Rift Herald coming up in 30 seconds time, they're going to go back to base. Dragon's up in 10 seconds as well. They're going to go back to base, spend the money that they have, and Floor for now is just going to stay there. Has to be a little bit careful though. He is playing very, very aggressive all by himself, and there's 4 members of Formulation there, but I think he's just working as like a walking ward basically at the moment, making sure that they do not start this Dragon. So very, very well played by Floor, but yeah, I mean, flashback to WREC Season 1, Doom playing on the Jinx, got 2 pentakills during that season.
Tekan 4.
And we know the power of Jinx, for those who want Kill Queen, as she is known as. There you go, here comes the damage.
And Mumu's got himself the 3 attacks at the moment. You can see Andre goes in. Let's see what Mumu can do. As you can see, he's the other side of the wall, getting the free damage. Andre does manage to back away. Acolyte goes. The leash on the Dragon has been reset. And nothing picked up there. They really needed to get themselves a kill there. Veos, gets caught in the dark binding. Can they follow it up? No. They're going to get quickly healed out there to back it up. The pull not quite enough to get the damage down.
Really, really good engage from Andres. Cataclysm, both Vex and Quantum, they weren't able to escape because they both had flash down. But the big thing was Sneaky jumping in. He was able to dash in, use that big, massive AoE second ability to basically stop the engage from Team QUESO. Mumu wasn't able to auto-attack over the wall as well. The Dragon is still going to be there for the moment. It's not going to be started by either side, but Formulation instead, they're like, okay, we're not going to go for the Dragons, but you're going to try and go for the Rift Herald and try and maybe break down this mid lane tower.
Straight towards it, but it's being countered. You can see Acolyte's coming in. Sko is going to try and get the poke on, but oh my word, that damage turnaround back onto Andre there. The binding does its job once again, as it has done all 3 matches so far. You can't complain at Vex. You know, it's... if I was to look at the senior of League of Legends and ask a jungler to go around on Morgana, I think most of them would look at you sideways. But in terms of how Vex has played this, magnificent, absolutely. They've picked the Dragon up very quickly. They're not going to get to the Herald quick enough, I don't think, no. So it will be a simple trade between the 2.
Yeah, we said already this series that Formulation has struggled to take in towers, so they're prioritizing the Rift Herald, maybe trying to take another tower. But look, you can see Team QUESO playing aggressive again. I think the big thing this game is that both tier 2 mid lane towers are down, and you can see how aggressive Team QUESO are going, because the most important tower in Wild Rift is obviously the mid lane tower. It opens up the map so much. It allows you to rotate around the map, go roam around the enemy jungle, and that's exactly what they're doing. And there's no towers for for Formulation, to fall back on in that mid lane. So it means both Quantum and Sko has to play defensive as well. So it opens up the map quite a lot, and Team QUESO have done well so far to keep this gold lead. About 5,000 gold lead at the moment, and with their scaling comp, with this Camille, with this Jinx as well, and with Veos on this Karma again, which Formulation gave away to Team QUESO. You know, 2 games in a row, did the most damage in the game. Looking for a 3rd game in a row this time around.
So blue buff for Vex, keep that cooldown going. Top off the mana once again. The lane's being shoved, and this is what QUESO have done so well. You can see the top lane being shoved in, the Baron lane, with Moo and Floor up there, the rest of the team coming off to block it off. Ooh, got to be careful. I think Acolyte's just been caught in River there, so certainly spotted out the rest of the team. They
They're
did
just gonna get
still
top
have the
lane
Rift
tower.
Herald. Yeah, I was going to say they still have the Rift Herald, but look at this. QUESO really
Oh,
starting to
the
mark them up.
damage.
The damage on Vex, and you can see he tries to pounce on it. Cataclysm forces a flash out of Vex there, but while that's all happening, they've already got themselves that turret. They might be able to get the inhibitor turret here as they try and work it down and get the damage on. Is there enough
Main
power?
apa
No.
ultim?
Andre has to be
Okay, aku nak buka PAP je, tak apa.
While this is happening, the mid lane's been
Dodge
shoved in
his
as well.
dates.
Acolyte is shoving in that mid wave. The turret, the mid wave turret. Acolyte's going to get it.
Oh.
Team QUESO are playing this game so well. You can see that Moo
Jangan
and
turun bawah.
Flo are both pushing in the top side of the map. And what Veos and Andres do, they go to the mid
Kecil
lane.
kan?
They push that mid wave and they block the entrance from formulation. That means they have to go all the way around the long
Ambil
way,
E.
and that means that they can pressure in the top lane tower. But then whilst they're pressuring the top lane tower, whilst formulation have to take it, Acolyte's like, okay, I'm just going to go by myself towards the mid lane, proper demolish and take that mid lane tower. Team QUESO are playing the objective game and the turret game flawlessly this game.
Sangkut stun.
Sampai mati tu.
In that pit, we'll actually root him out here. Andre comes around, they've got some smoke going down here. The battle for the scuttle crab continues, and that will eventually fall. Now, they do
Oh, itu
indeed
dia
win
bawah.
that bot lane. That's their next
Tekan
focus.
2.
They want to keep that turret's game, and QUESO continue to play it by the numbers. This is box, standard, Wild Rift, League of Legends, whatever you want to call it. It's
Besaran.
the same game throughout the years, and it is simply a case of it doesn't matter how many kills you get. It is who takes the Nexus last at the end of the day, and it's all about getting those turrets down.
Tekan
Exactly
satu.
what they're trying to do. I think the big thing is though, Vex and Quantum both do not have flash. So if Andres Cataclysms, either of them, that means they are locked in there.
Habis
as
tu,
well.
di atas.
That's a big thing going into
Tengok
this
kan tu,
game.
Herald.
Bretel was actually used in the Baron lane for formulation, so going to push out that way. But
Yang
as you
push
said,
mid,
they're
push
going to try and push in this
bottom.
bot lane.
Five
Keep
soy.
your eyes on Andres and who he
Kalau dia
catapults
ratu
against.
boleh kan, kalau lah.
He's going to be sneaking that they focus on. You can see he's trying to snip them away.
Oh,
Andre
no,
does
no.
go in. Andre
Tekan.
just tries to take it out.
Tekan,
So
3.
at the same time, Don went in. They will get themselves topped off. Moo is too low. They
Okay,
can't
kecil kan?
follow this one through, and they have to deal with that Herald.
Don tried so hard. Flash, Ignite and ulti was not enough. The healing, the shielding was far
Habis tu
too much
live.
for
Obi-Wan tekan player.
He
Nanti
was
aku.
able to live there.
Okay, jangan gerak stay je.
I think it was just chilling. I
Obi-Wan live.
thought he was bugged there for a second.
Item,
Stopped for a few seconds, but then started to be like, oh,
item,
I'm on my way.
item.
They're going to be really,
Up.
I mean, like I said, Team
Tekan
Gets
1.
take 7 towers already this game. All of the tier 1 towers, all of the tier 2 towers, and the mid lane inhibitor is down for Team QUESO. Look at Moomoo's build.
Nice.
4 items now on this Jinx. QSF completed.
Tengah cakap pasal item.
Veil as well on the side of the floor. So that
Jinx
means
punya
that
kill ada
income
5
control that goes in
Huh?
play of
Jinx punya
Moomoo.
kill ada 5.
He's going to get to QS, that's it. He's going to have the Veil by his side, so, you know, the Dark Binding, the Chains of Corruption, the Silence, anything like that.
Ambil 3. 3.
QSS to back it up. With this Dragon coming up in
Ambil
25
2.
seconds, they can just look to push all the waves. And I feel like Formulation
Ambil 1.
kind of struggling a little bit now because they don't really have a lot of vision on the map. You can see. Look at
Habis
Team
tu tutup
QSS
item
vision
pergi bawah.
on this bot side.
Dekat
Forward
Dragon.
towards
Dragon. Now.
He's able to split push because he's got the Hull Breaker, and his Dragon should be free for Team QSS.
Stay.
Draco, 10 seconds. Yes, 8. Could probably pick that up.
Stay. Aku nak buka PAP. Nampak? Wah, wow, nampak. Stay.
On the side there, the rest of the
Everyone stress.
You've got to be careful of getting caught out.
Stay. Jangan gerak habis tu. Tengah PAP.
Just having a look, Andre. I thought he was looking to dive in there. The speed he came around, got that boosted up.
Tekan
He
3.
does take down the Drake. So, gold in terms of QUESO.
Dah.
Bapak boring.
Pretty huge. I mean, it's a full item almost for everyone there, I would say.
Tak habis ambil main
Ahead,
je.
but you can tell in terms of the actual team
Tekan
fights,
2.
it's still way closer.
I think we're going to go back and take the red off. I'm not going to risk the Baron just yet because they know the threat of Vex and what he can do and what Formulation can do to try and steal this objective. So maybe for now, just roaming around trying to get as much gold funnel into him as possible. You can see that Andre's just like, yep, I don't care about my jungle camps anymore. My name's Jarvan.
Tekan,
I'm
4.
going to go into capitalism. You can see
Habis
the
tu
movement
item
just there
4.
in every single jungle,
No.
every single little bit of CS or minion kill, I should
Yeah.
say,
Recall.
in for Mumu is going to go.
Okay.
We'll see what he goes back and buy. I think you're right.
Dia cakap apa barang yang nak beli Yulik ni. Tu barang dia. Blood, Stain, apa tak lupa nama.
4-item Jinx. We saw what he could do last game with 4 items on
Life steal. Tembak enemy tak banyak balik.
We talked about the range of Tristan in the last game.
Aduh, tekan dua sama serentak.
1, 2, 3, 2.
Team QUESO have, they're looking to try and close out this game, and to be honest, it's looking really, really good for them.
Just sweep out around the Baron now. They are picking the top lane, so they want to shove that
It's a
turret
huge wave
in.
top.
Yeah, if they can get that wave to go in, I mean, it could do the job for them. Obviously, Acolyte's keeping them busy down the bottom there. You can see Sneaky's having to try and keep him at bay. So red buff going over to
Aku dah tutup.
all the shields come through. We saw last time this
Cameli dengan Gwen tengah fight lah.
take the turret
Okay.
down.
Tapi tak tahu ada mati ke tak. Masa tak ada.
Leave him alone. They can't leave him.
Kita tengok atas 4-4 Obi-Wan.
Very interesting. Andre realizes he wants to shove that mid-wave because that's a super minion mid-wave coming through the middle.
Dom, that's a bit risky. Yeah, the chomper's not quite catching, but I don't think it matters. You can see how much Mumu could chunk them down there. Gets another couple of shots on that turret, it's almost gone.
You see the picture in the bottom left as well. Acolyte still pressuring down in the bot lane. Might get a bit caught out here by Sko, but he's going to be able to adjust away. Sneaky actually dashes in. He's trying to look for the kill, but Andres is there for backup. Meanwhile, on the top side, Don's trying to go in as well. This fight's happening all over the place.
Don gets caught out this time by the Howling Gale, and you can see the damage coming to chunk through. The tower's gone down. They can push on. And I tell you what, Mumu could just focus on the Nexus, finish it in.
Oh
but
my God, the damage!
Him on the fountain. He's just out healing the fountain. The damage coming through. They need to focus. Sneaky has managed to get Acolyte down. Fighting his shot. Goes for the Penta, and he gets it. And that's going to be the turret going down. The Nexus will be finished. And that is Team QUESO showing it how it's done by the numbers. 3 games running, the same strategy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They tweaked it in game 1 and made it absolutely work in games 2 and 3.
I did say during the game.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.